Hey everyone, it's Kaggle. So this is part 3 of the day. I know it's been crazy and you've been cringing because you want to know what happened to me next. It's almost over, I promise. So bye, and I will see you at the end. Okay. So basically, my mother and sister both haven't driven in years, and even though they both have licenses, they haven't driven for whatever reason. My sister's married, and she and her husband both don't drive. They've never owned a car, because in the metropolitan area, you don't need a car to get around. The transportation system is awesome. So really, you could get from point A to point B to point C, back to point A. It might take you time, but you can do it. There's always a way. So my sister really hasn't driven in a long time. She just renewed her license recently. My mother has her license. She also hasn't driven in a very long time. So I come out of the store and the car's not there. Okay? I'm like, what? This is crazy, right? But basically what happened was the meter maid came and she wanted to give me a ticket. My sister was like, oh, I drive. You know, she saw, I guess the meter maid saw my mother, you know, couldn't do it, so couldn't drive, whatever. So my sister got behind the wheel and just drove 2.5 blocks, but just enough to frighten and freak out my mother. Seriously. So I call my sister. So I get out. I'm like, where's my car? So I call my sister, and she didn't answer. I'm like, oh no, she must be driving. Where is she going? Oh my God, what's going on? She calls me back like a minute later, tells me, oh, I had to go, I had to do it, I had to drive, da 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 da. So she told me where they were. My father calls. Now, if my father knows anyone drove the car besides him, he'll freak out. I mean, I think I'm the only person he lets drive his car without having a panic attack. Like, I'm his princess. I could do no wrong. Everything is just me, right? So, like, letting me drive the car is simple. To let anyone else drive it, it's like, I don't know. Like, but for me, no problem. Here are the keys, you know? It didn't take much for my mother to convince him to let us take his car today instead of the van, which is bigger and clunkier, and for a lot of reasons we decided to take the little car. Anyway, so my father calls me, and I'm like, okay, hey Daddy, yeah, so what's up? And he's like, why aren't you home? And I was thinking, what? He's at work. Why are they what? Like, you're home? No, he wasn't home. He called the house, no one answered, called me. Why are you not home yet? So I'm like, well, we had a little bit, we went out for lunch, and then, you know, my sister wanted to go to an extra errand, and I had some stomach issues, so, you know, we're leaving right now, Daddy. I was like, he didn't see my face, but I was like, don't worry, Daddy, we're leaving right now, don't worry, we're leaving right now. And my sister's like, I got to the car, and my sister's like, don't tell Daddy, and I'm like, he's on the phone, be quiet, you know? So anyways, we got in the car, and we decided to, again, take the BQE to LIE, because it was close to where we were. I don't know, it took us an hour to get home, because of traffic and stuff. But wait, the best part is, my mother owed me money, because first, the sock store didn't take credit cards, and I had to pay with my cash. Second, when we went out to eat, my mother didn't have enough cash. And it's partially my fault, because in the morning, she's like, oh, I want to go by the bank just to get some cash, you know, and I was like, no, it's okay, it's fine, like, what do we need cash for? Like, I wasn't thinking we're going out to eat, like, I didn't realize she didn't have money on her, so I had to pay some of it, so she owed me some money. So we decided, right, so before I go home, we'll go to the bank. So I go to the bank, she gives me her ATM card, I go in, this ATM is temporary, unavailable. Like, the day couldn't get worse? Are you nuts? Okay. Fine, I come outside, I was like, fine, I'll pay you back a different time. We got home, and I don't know why I decided to do this, but I decided that I was going to take in all the bags, plus, like, my mother's oxygen machine, plus my purse, and basically everything that was in the car that needed to go inside, I took it. So my mother's I get my mother out of the car, you know, with her walker, and, you know, she's, you know, on her way inside, well, walking to the steps, basically, up the walkway, and I'm, you know, getting everything out of the car, and the trunk, and everything. So basically, I walk up the steps, and my mother's standing at the top of the steps without her walker, because she couldn't lifted up the steps herself. And I was like, my keys, yeah, they're in my purse, which I couldn't get to. So I'm like, Ma, reach into my purse. She reaches in, and she pulls out a brush, and she pulls out my MP3 player, and my wallet, and basically it took like a few minutes to get my keys, because when she pulled it, finally when she pulled it out, it was like all tangled up with my MP3 player headset, you know, headphones. So I'm like, oh, she knows which key it was, but fine. I'm like, just turn it. And she's going to take the key out. I'm like, no, just leave it in the door. Just open the door, and we'll get inside. So we get inside, and I drop everything, and go get her walker, whatever. And I don't know why, but I didn't turn on the air conditioner in the house. So we were sitting there really hot until my brother comes downstairs, and he's like, aren't you hot? I'm like, oh, yeah, we're hot. So I'm telling my brother the story about what happened. And basically, he guessed exactly what happened. Like, from A to Z, I was telling the story. And I guess, I don't know, I'm not a good storyteller, but he guessed exactly what happened to my phone, where it was. He guessed that my sister had to drive. He guessed, I mean, everything, except for, like, little things here and there. But, like, isn't that crazy? That was my crazy day. And then, I don't know, supper was normal. Oh, right. Oh, so, this is the end. This is the end of the day. It is not over yet, but if there's more, I'll tell you later. But, so usually we have eggs and bagels for dinner one night, so scrambled eggs on a bagel. So, my father makes my egg and put it on the bagel, and I'm about to eat, and all of a sudden, we're watching the news, and all of a sudden, egg recall. So, oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm like, wait, Daddy, should I eat this? It was hysterical. Like, he's like, wait, don't eat it yet. Like, what the heck? Like, you're making me eggs for dinner, and then you're out there, no, wait, there's an egg recall. Wait, don't eat it yet. And we're looking at the packaging. I'm like, Daddy, it's in the West. Like, it's not here. Can I eat this? He's like, yeah, you eat it. So if I get sick in 3 days, you know, oh, wait, so I text my father. I'm like, if I get, if I'm sick in the stomach in 3 days, you know, if I'm having stomach problems, then you'll know it's, salmonella. And he's like, you're always sick with the stomach. I'm like, oh, yeah, IBS a lot, yeah. That's what we do in my family. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. So, a lot of times, I know it's crazy, I'm like, yeah, IBS a lot, I know it's not nice, but we do it because I'm in pain. I'm like, are you BSing again? I'm like, yeah, I'm BSing. I BS a lot. Whatever. That was corny, right? I'm sorry. When I talk fast, I guess I have to, breathe. Okay. So, that's the end of the story, the day, for now. Hopefully, there's nothing more to come. I'm gonna go watch some TV or, chill out on YouTube. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.